welcome to
Yarns
from the South. My name's Vanessa.
And I'm Sue.
And we are a nitty, yarny, crafty podcast coming to you
from the very bottom of the South Island in Invercargill.
Yay. Of New Zealand, that is. South Island, New Zealand.
Yeah.
Like you can't tell from my accent. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, happy festive season. We're actually into February now, so I think we can stop saying that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
What do we say usually?
we said there'd be a break, so we've had Christmas and I've been away, you've had a wee holiday, so we said there'll be a bit of break, and this is us back for 2025.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Hope everybody has managed to have, I'm just going to scooch around a little bit, have some sort of break over the New Year period, if you acknowledge that kind of New Year. What's that called? The Gregorian calendar?
Oh, you've lost me.
I'm just saying words.
No idea.
Anyway, I think I should stop babbling.
We're in a different viewpoint. We've never done this viewpoint before. But we're at Vanessa's and we're mixing it up a bit.
Yeah,
hoping
that the light might be a bit better.
Yeah, we have dual aspect. There's also a window there, so we're hoping that all flooding in, because we're in theory in summer. Yeah, it has been quite summery.
Yes, we've had beautiful weather actually. The last, mostly, the last wee while, so can't complain.
No,
I keep looking over at this. It's so cute. I can't wait for you to talk about that. Yeah. Shall we just crack into it?
Let's just go.
Yeah, let's just do it.
Let's just go.
Whips?
No.
Or finished objects?
Finished off, FOs.
Right, what have you got, love?
Well, I couldn't remember if I'd shown this, and Vanessa assured me I hadn't, so I'm showing it. So
I'm pretty sure she had.
Yeah, and I couldn't remember to check.
Yeah, I think we...
So I was making a hat.
Yes.
Before, because I went to England and Scotland over the Christmas period, and I wanted to make something warm, despite the fact I'm sure I said to Vanessa, don't let me make a hat.
That's right. And I said this hat needs to be made.
Yeah. So it's
so cute.
Kind of friend. Yeah. So this I'll find the pattern in a moment because I'm unprepared. But basically, I've used a 4-ply and held it double, and then held it up here singly with some floof. It was from a kit. The wool's from a kit I got from Canada, except I've used it in a completely different pattern. So it is...
And the sparkly one down there.
I should have been prepared. Bear with.
Sparkly. So it's got sparkles down in the rib, and then floof up at the top. Isn't that cool?
It was a pattern. I think it was a free pattern.
Cute bum.
Oh, in fact, it's not going to be easy, and I'm not prepared. I will find it shortly.
We have it in the
we do have it in the show notes.
Beautiful.
But anyway, I'll put it up. Yes, I'm gonna make another one. I've never really knitted with floof before, and I really like how it gives a nice halo. So I wore that quite a bit. So it actually should be longer than this. But I didn't have enough yarn and I wasn't bothered, so I'll just give you a wee. It is warm, but I'll give you a demonstration. So it goes
cute
like that, but you should actually be worn like this. I folded over, but obviously there wasn't enough. So I bought some other yarn to make it, and the 4-ply, the main 4-ply, there's a lot more of it. So, but it looked cute, and I wore it a lot, and it was very warm. So
excellent.
Do recommend, and it didn't take very long. So love hats for that.
What weight is that? Was it DK? Was it bigger?
No, it's knitted as DK.
Oh yeah. Oh, held together.
Held together.
Is that what you just said? Oh, cool. Brilliant. Excellent.
Yeah. So that's all I've got. I've just got lots of whips, so I have nothing else finished.
That's all right. Well, I just yesterday finished something which, surprise, is a pair of socks. these are just my handbag socks that I've sort of had on the go for some time. Good old vanilla heels down, cuff down, heel flap and gusset type sock situation. And the yarn was just some yarn that I dyed years and years ago.
So pretty. You're so good at yarn dyeing.
Well, thank you. Oh, stop it. Yeah. I had sort of thought, well, maybe I'll do just a little bit more, but the self-striping is such a big, it takes such a big amount of time just to get the prep work done. That I just went, oh, actually, no, I won't.
Vanessa did have a small yarn dyeing business for
a tiny minute,
for a blink, for a blink, and you miss it. But her yarns were gorgeous. Yeah, and I've been lucky enough to have. She's given me some anyway, but yeah, she's really good at it.
Yeah. Well, it was something to play around with, but then I realised that I'll just keep my day job, I think. Right, the second thing I have finished is huge. This is my second stripes.
But with no stripes.
With no stripes, so it's kind of like just a stripes. Which is the pattern by Andrea Mowry. And I've made this out of some Maniatoto yarn, and some, I think she's Monique Dillon floof, mohair floof. Monique Dillon is from Gore. Maniatoto yarn is our friend Hannah, and she doesn't dye anymore. So I had like enough yarn for a jersey out of the, what have I done there? Out of the grey, the main grey, and then sorry, I just saw a hole type situation, and then I thought I had enough of the floof as well, but of course I didn't gauge swatch, because who does that? And I'd already knitted this out of the stripy, or out of all the different stripes, you may recall. So I kind of thought that my gauge, stupidly, because I was knitting with different yarn, I was like, it'll be fine. And it is fine, but it's actually way too big. Well, it's not too big, because, oversized is fine.
Oversized is in.
But my problem was that I ran out of yarn right at the cuff.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not sure what to do. So I ran out of yarn right at the cuff, and then, but it's very big. So I'm like, if I'd gone down a size, I could have got away with it. I'm just not really sure if I really like how oversized it is.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? I mean, I think it'll be fine. God, it's getting warm already. But I feel like I've already got a lot going on here with my own self. I don't really need more in a jersey. And I wonder if I should actually rip it back.
Oh my God.
And then potentially make a jersey that's less, just slightly less. Like I think also, I know that there's issues sometimes with round yokes on larger, more voluptuous people like myself, which I didn't really take into account. Anyway, and I managed to finish off the cuff, but with not, some of it's floofy, and even the floof ran out, but it's with, you can still sort of see very, well, can you? Yeah, I think you can. Very, it's very subtle. I know.
It's probably not, it's not as flattering as it could be.
Yeah.
No.
I kind of, so, yeah. That's my, I thought about
it. Actually, if you wanted to go into smuggling, because you could put a lot in
Yeah,
there.
well, I could. And I made it the same size as I had my stripes jersey, the actual stripe jersey. Stripes, and I think that's a good fit on me.
Yeah.
But, obviously, different gauge.
Well, good lesson there.
Very good lesson.
Good lesson.
I mean, it's such an easy knit because it's all stockinette, so, it's not a big deal, but anyway. So there was my finished object. Slight fail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Whips. So, well, I'll just show this quickly. I think I was doing it last time. I think I have done a little bit on it. So, had I done much? So this is the handbag knitting.
Cool.
Of
I love
sock.
Beautiful.
West Yorkshire Spinners. Just on the heel, only the first sock, but I really love it. I'll just zoom in for you.
That is so beautiful.
So I'm just at the point where I'm just doing the heel. Or gusset, whatever you call it. Then I had a ripping back story. So I bought the kit for the Stone Knits Christmas kit I bought from Lupine Wool, and was making their cocoa socks. So Tuck was like, "Oh, that's great, going to the UK for Christmas. I'll do Christmas knitting while I'm there." Did quite a lot. Got to the point where I was doing the heel flap. I'll just try it on and just check. Couldn't get the fucker on my foot. Because I'd misread the pattern, and I remembered this as soon as I realised what I'd done, because I'd knitted colour work before with the same designer, and you go up a needle size, obviously, to allow for the stretch, and I hadn't done it. So I'd finished all of the little cocoa cups, and anyway, so I had to redo them. But I wasn't actually bothered, but now they're just staying in the naughty corner, so basically I haven't got much further. They're cute. They're a little bit tight, like my gauge isn't brilliant, but
so having a block point.
Yeah, should be black. So cute, but yeah, I'm a bit over them now, so they're in the corner.
Yeah.
They're in the corner. And then also I've just swapped onto crazy trios, but I had to get some other needles, and so I was back on double DPNs, and they were very long.
Is that because of the bigness? Oh, what's the words? Because you needed to change.
Yeah, and I was the C's, and I didn't have any. I didn't have any with me, so but that's okay. So the monogamous knitter is no longer monogamous knitter, so that's okay. We know that Steve likes to change around,
change it up.
And so I've come back, and I'm back on the jumper, the Andrea Mowry jumper. So still going.
It's so beautiful.
Still going. So I'm on the sleeve. Decided to actually go full sleeve. The pattern actually says half a sleeve, but I don't think I'd wear it. And I've actually got another full skein of the spin cycle left, so I might as well use it.
Yeah.
And I'll have heaps. So so I'm carrying on to do full sleeve. So it's fine, easy to do, pattern's fine. I'm just chugging away.
Yeah, that's it.
So this all, when I last tried it on, it all fits. So it'd be a bit like the stripes, in that it's a short one to be worn with a dress or a skirt or what have you. So
it's going to be worth it.
Yeah, it will be beautiful, and I'll be very proud of it. But it's one, when you're at that stage, it's like, so that's what I'm doing. Now I'm on the floor. I'm going to fidget now because I can only sit on the floor for so long. Stretch.
That's it. Stretch it out. Right. So things that I am working on, whips, if you will. As soon as I finished the big grey sweater and then my sock, I am back to viewers of the podcast may remember some time ago I had started a vest, or what else are these things called, a slip over,
a tank top.
I think that's right. Yeah. So I haven't done a heck of a lot more. I think I've done one side. I'm just about finished that side, and then I need to come up and do this, what's this, my left side, front, and then I've got to do the back. So still, yeah, that's that. I'll show you a picture. It is from 52 Weeks of Easy Knits from, is it Lena Publishing? Lena. And it is the Diamond Twill.
Really nice.
Yeah. What's it called? Just Diamond Twill. Vest. Yeah. My vest. So it's actually really quite easy going. I don't know why I keep putting it down, but I'm just sort of a little bit have lost a little bit of knitting mojo lately, just with the summer and all of that. But that's okay. And my other little project that I'm doing at the moment is a Wilfred sweater, I think it's called. I've just started it, obviously. It's a wee baby knit for one of my husband's workmates. They've just had a baby, so I'm quickly knitting one up. You may remember some podcasts ago, I made up another little jersey, the little grey one. Yeah, so it's the same pattern. Yeah.
Baby knits are just so satisfying.
I'm actually, as soon as I cast it on yesterday, I was like, this is fun. I should do more baby knits.
Yeah, I used to do a lot. Yeah, even when I was first knitting, and I did quite a lot of colour work before I really knew I was doing colour work, like in the early days.
When it's a baby knit,
stuff.
it's so much easier because it's so little. And,
Oh, cute.
So that's all I've been knitting. Should I talk about my Advent? I don't know if we want to segue into that.
Yeah.
Because I've also been doing a little bit of crochet.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yes. And so this kind of goes hand in hand with our...
you're so good at that.
I don't know. It's just one stitch. And it's thanks to you. So for all of you who are going, what on earth are they talking about?
What are they doing? Stop talking to yourself.
So you may remember
beautiful.
that Sue and I swap an advent calendar during, for Advent. And so I think we've done it twice now. Yeah. And I started making with the first one. We're gonna have to help me,
Emma. Oh my god, it's gorgeous.
So this is what's it called? The Granny
shawl?
Which is by Attic 22, I think it is. A free pattern on Ravelry. 24, could be 20 something. Yep. And the first, so from the green up is the dark green up was 2023's Advent, and then I've just started adding on 2024's Advent. So, but my problem is that it's getting very wide, but not very deep.
Oh yeah.
And I'm wondering, so it's a shawl pattern, but just like Ellie from Little Drops of Wonderful, I'm just going longer and bigger and making it into kind of like a lap blanket type situation. And it's very wide, but I'd like it to be like deeper. But I think it doesn't really matter, really. I'll just keep going and going and going and going because it is heaps of fun. I'm not really a crocheter, but it's just the one stitch that you do, so it's easy enough. Well, the problem was I was starting to get a really sore finger.
Oh, yeah.
Like I was starting to, of course, as you do, worry that, oh my gosh, I'm getting arthritis in my finger. I'm never going to be able to knit or crochet again. All of that kind of thing. So I stopped for a little while and went on to, knitting just to allow it some rest. But I really just need to probably change things up a bit and learn how to hold my, crochet hook and yarn and stuff in a different way so that it doesn't hurt me.
My friend got RSI from crochet and she can't crochet now.
That's horrible.
Yeah, Bridie. She was good crochet.
That's so horrible. Yeah, so anyway, but it is fun and I really love how it's working up. It's just such a beautiful, I can't wait to be snuggled up in winter on the couch.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
So really, thank you for all of these beautiful 20 gram skeins.
Great picking the colours.
Yeah, pretty great. So this year's theme, and because when we talk about that properly, I will show you. I've taken a wee clip of. I'm sure I took a clip. If I didn't, I know I did. I did take a clip. I say that so confidently. So I'll put like an overlay or something right now, or when we talk about it properly. But it was a mushroom theme, wasn't it? Fungi. Should we talk about that right now?
Yeah.
Should we do that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
the year before, I was vaguely doing it on a hummingbird from Canada, but I was just very, very vaguely. And then this year, my plan was I had massive plans. I'd bought a book, a New Zealand fungi book, and my plan was to match each yarn with a New Zealand fungi. But that didn't happen. So it just
a lot.
I know. So I always have big aspirations. So I ended up just finding like a palette of like mushrooms, fungi, and then just going, oh yeah, that would match it. So I just kind of got mushroomy shades, but I bought little gifts that were all mushroom.
Very cool.
And I decorated the box.
Yes, it was very cool.
Yeah.
In fact, some of them, my sister Lily was like, "Oh, you need to give that to me. I need it." But I have managed to hold onto them all.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about, or should I talk about? Yes, because I know I definitely took another wee clip of my advent from the Handmaiden, Amy over in Gore. Now, yeah, so I got the 24 day advent and of fibre rather than yarn. And hopefully right now you're seeing all the beautiful colours. Her theme was paint box. Yeah. I don't know if I included in that wee video that I took the last thing that we got on Christmas Day, which is 100 grams. It's 100 gram hand carded art bat, which is Polworth and silk.
Oh wow!
And if you fondle that, it is so soft and mushy.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
it's like stroking a cat.
Yes, it is deliciousness, and it's got some cute little pops.
Oh, it has.
Of colour and sparkle and things. So yeah, beautiful. I don't know what I want to do with it, but when I opened this, I was like, oh.
Oh wow,
it's so soft. Yeah, and so in the overlay you'll see that I started spinning because I couldn't stop myself. I had to start spinning straight away. So my idea is to spin each of the colours as they are and then do like a wee blankety type thing with them as well.
No. Yeah. So I haven't done an overlay, but I will. There will be an overlay. And so lovely colours that I got from Vanessa. The last colour, I'll show you the last colour, was fans of the podcast will know that this is me very much.
I actually love this colour.
Yeah.
Yellow's not really my favourite, but I was so happy when I found this.
Well, I took the last of the Advents with me to Scotland, so I got to open this on Christmas Day, and I was like, just like, yay! And it was such a nice summery colour in a very wintry atmosphere. So so that was really nice. So and I've still got my Advent from last year. I'm not very good at because I haven't crocheted in a long time, and I don't have the bestest.
You don't have to crochet.
No, but I like that idea. So I'll do the overlay, and then from
you could do the same, just do another. We'll just
this is from
that's gorgeous.
Yeah. From Handmaiden. So I had the 12 minis, and it was sock and I was going to say spirulina. It's not spirulina, is it? It's the Stellina, not spirulina. That's very different. So that was my main skein. So pretty.
Oh, so sparkly.
Pretty. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but yeah, and same theme, paint box. So
cool.
Definitely, yeah. So really awesome. Such a lovely. And it was the first time I'd actually bought a advent, so that's kind of really cool. So yes, so we'll do the same thing and we'll show, but really, really beautiful.
Well, let's really just talking about acquisitions, aren't we? So
currently it looks like Christmas morning.
Yeah, stuff just spread everywhere because it has been Christmas, and so I guess we have purchased a few more things, or like been gifted a few more things than usual. Yeah, I really think you need to talk about this.
Okay.
Now.
Okay.
Just saying, not being bossy, but being bossy.
Okay. So I went to Scotland. Like had an idea. I'm not someone who goes mad for all different designers or kind of knitting shops and stuff, but when I was in Scotland 6 years ago, I tracked down a knitting shop and a dyer, Ginger Twist in Edinburgh. So had decided really wanted to go there when we were there this year, and we were there over Christmas, and so tracked down she was only open for 2 days. I was going to be in Scotland for the 10 days I was going to be there, so dragged my sister-in-law to Edinburgh, and with the whole sole purpose of going to this knitting store. I potentially nearly killed my sister-in-law by making her walk around a lot of Edinburgh. But anyway, so the store had moved, and yeah, so lovely store. I will insert a wee video. Took a video, and we'll insert that. And yeah, so my Izzy, I'm talking about. She is a great enabler when it comes to shopping. Doesn't matter what you're buying, she will encourage you. She's
not a knitter, is she?
She's not a knitter, no.
But she knows good things.
But she collects stationery, so she kind of understands pretty things. And she's very stylish and has beautiful things and loves beautiful. Yeah, she knows what beautiful things are. Yeah, totally. So I bought myself a knitting bag.
It's so cool.
So this is by Redesigned. There's only a few places that certainly New Zealand and certainly Scotland that you can purchase these bags from. From my understanding, the guy who designs other things, but started to design for a dream project. I'm just going to show you. Sorry.
Jeez, I know you.
So opens it up, and it's got like two. I've got my jumper in there now. I'm not doing a very good job, am I? I'm not going to make it on a shopping channel, am I? But you've got two compartments, and then there's space for keeping your needles here. You've got a pocket in the middle here, and then pockets here.
So cute.
There, yeah. And you can fit so much in it, because you can see that's my jumper, and there's still room for more skeins. So, and it's leather. I'm sorry if you're vegan, but it smells lovely.
Yeah, amazing.
Sorry
if you don't mind it.
Ignore. Yeah, sorry if you're vegan. There were other colours, and yeah, it is beautiful. It was a treat, a little bit extravagant. I will hold my hand up, but man, I was on a holiday and I was, yeah. So, so
very cool.
Yeah, lovely. Feel like very professional. Really like it. So I got this.
Yay!
And then when also I was there,
sorry, I just realised that we might be a bit wonky, so be teased. Yes. I think that's made it worse. Sorry, people.
So I bought some yarn. So with the idea of doing that hat. So
wow. It's going to be a cool hat.
Yeah, you'll notice me in the snowstorm. I don't know. I was just in a big I just saw it and thought, oh, bugger it. I really like that. So yeah, so I've gone for. I was going to make it when I was over there, but I didn't have it. I couldn't be bothered to wind it up. I was really honest. I just thought I would do my head in. So anyway, so it's ginger twist. So hand dyed. This is Splendor 4-ply, both called Liquid Sunshine. This is 400 meters, 100 grams merino silk. So lovely and soft. And then this is Surrey lace and 50 grams of 100 meters baby Surrey alpaca mulberry silk. Same colour.
That's going to be so soft.
Yeah,
like both of those are so soft by themselves.
I think I was
very cloud.
Yeah, and I was thinking like of a black pom pom, then I could look like a little bee.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, so kind of cute. And I also just got myself like a wee little ginger twist bag when I was there.
What are they called? Like a stuck bag. Or
Yeah.
Mm.
And I got myself some little new badges when I was over there. So I collect badges, different bags. I've got different amount of badges. I've always collected badges before I was a knitter, and then in different phases of my life, from when I was like pre-10, then when I was in my 20s, and then now I'm a knitter. So yeah. So some of these are from Canada last year, but some of these are Scotland.
And this one is a new one, isn't it?
Yes,
right.
That was from, and that's obviously carded wool. Got a couple of cat ones. That's like Elton John, and then there's a Frida Kahlo.
Oh, I love that.
She's very cute. And I got this cute antique butterfly from Izzy. Yeah.
Cute.
Put it back my arms ahead. And also just to show you the bag, the flash bag came with its own bag.
Yeah, that is cool.
And
wow.
So
it's a great tote.
Yeah. And so I've been using that too. So yeah, it's a very good quality tote. So when I bought it, she just gave me this to put it. I put the leather bag into this. So yeah, and then last but not least, so just before we left for Canada, friends of my not Canada, didn't go to Canada. I went to Scotland. Sorry, friends from Canada visited us. So neighbours of my brother. I'll say Canada again. Anyway, came to visit, and they bought me this very cute little basket of yarn, Tom and Hilary, sorry. And so she purposely, Hilary saw this in a market and purposely bought this for me and brought this all the way.
Yeah, it's so lovely.
And it's so gorgeous, and I've just got it on. We love a knick-knack, or I love a knick-knack, let's be honest. And I've got it on our table, our tellies, so it's gorgeous. And it's actually made of little skeins and a little bit of knitting. So yeah, I really appreciate that. So
cute.
There we go.
Yeah,
that is me.
Very good, very good. Okay, so well, I've talked about my 2 advents, which were amazing, and then I might go a bit backwards maybe. When Sue came back from Scotland, she very kindly brought me back a wee gift, and part of it was another wee stuffed bag, from Ginger Twist, and my favourite colour, so gorgeous, and another cute little badge, Highland Coo. And this was from, did you say it was from like a...
Yeah, it's from an art collective in Calendar, which is just at the start of the Trosset.
I don't know if it's showing.
In the Highlands. So we actually met the artist, because I bought a few of those because they're kind of cool gifts. We actually met the artist who made those. So she also kind of made like little pictures that we got, and she kind of hand dyes the yarn and picks like the little bits of foliage to go in the pictures and paints them.
Very cool.
So yeah, so it was really cool.
And then, thank you very much for this. This is gorgeous. A skein. I've just noticed the name of it. So this is from Ginger Twist as well, and it is Masha Mayhem, Aaron Weight, and the name of it is Lallybrook, which is the house, well, not the house, a manor, I guess, that it's in Outlander, the cross stitch series. So I love that. I love that even more. I can really see a hat being made out of this. Yeah.
Well, when I went there the first time 6 years ago, that was just kind of, I'd never really knitted with kind of hand dyed before, so I bought you something from there, but I didn't really know what I was doing. And then I think it was the year after that we went to Ravelry, and then I kind of like, oh, actually maybe I could get into that, and that's when I got into socks and stuff. Yeah, so I'd never bought myself anything from there before. So she's got a beautiful, and it's now much larger, and she stocks other yarns. I think she did anyway, but yeah, it's a lovely shop, and it was obviously got a great atmosphere because lots of people going in there that obviously knew people who worked in there, and and they were all knitters with Kate, and you can take your dog. God, you can take your dog everywhere in the whole of Britain. Everyone's got a dog. Everyone's got a dog in a shop.
In the shops, yeah.
And like
here they'd have a big fit at you.
I know, my sister-in-law's like, don't you have dogs? I'm like, we do have dogs, but they don't go in shops.
No.
Like
you may be able to hear, or maybe you just heard random noises coming from outside, and that's my chickens, and they're insane. So, sorry if they were distracting. Okay, the other things that I wanted to talk about. So, for my birthday and for my Christmas presents from Mark this year, we just got each other vouchers, and he got me vouchers from Ashford's. So, I don't know if I'll actually be able to show you, but I purchased with my vouchers, I got, ta-da, this is my blending board.
Cool.
So I'm very excited about that. So I just made up a wee roll leg on it before, just so you could see, and oh gosh, don't look at my terrible nails that are chipped and shocking. So for those who don't know, on a blending board you can put together all different fibres and blend them like the name suggests, and then you can create little roll legs that you can then go and spin.
Beautiful.
I think you can do other things, I guess, with the blending board, but that's what I know to do with it. And so that's what has been heaps of fun. And then I also got a little bit nuts actually, and it doesn't really look like anything now, but it will do. I got a little art loom, which you could, to make wall hangings and things. So my idea was that I would be able to make the different art bats and things on the blending board, and then weave up, spin up different textures and whatnot, and then weave it with the art loom, which I have yet to do. And I also got a wee Turkish drop spindle, which we had an open home, and I've put it away somewhere, and then I went back to work, and work brain's, but and normal brain is back on, taken over from holiday brain, and I can't find it. It's somewhere in the house, and I will find it, but I've been trying to have wee goes with it, but it's not. I'm going to need to keep practicing.
I've never had a go.
Yeah, it's different. But it's cool. It's really cool. So that was that. And then I just wanted to talk about, another cute little thing that I had to show because I absolutely love is this little tin that I got. And it's got chickens.
Aww.
Chickens with crowns.
Aww.
Is this well, it's an acquisition.
Yeah.
So one more thing I'll talk about, and you mentioned that Izzy is a stationery lover as well, and I didn't really know about this book until I just happened to see it in a bookshop, and then fell in love with it. And as you can see, it's a book for paper lovers. So it's got all kinds of different paper type situations. So there's some lots and lots of cardstock. There's some stickers, some labels, and there's also some cool little things that you can do with it. I've actually, there was a sticker puzzle. I've already done that. Lots of writing stock and envelopes. So my sister Lily and I have already planned on writing each other lots of letters when she goes back to Wellington for her uni studies. There's some postcards there. There's some tissue paper. All kinds of things. And anyway, I just wanted to geek out over it because it's really cool. So that was probably my favourite non-yarny acquisition of the Christmas break.
Nice.
Oh, well, that's that. I think we need to do reading corner.
Reading corner.
Reading corner.
Reading corner.
Reading corner.
What have you been reading, Vanessa?
Thanks for asking, Sue. So, as I mentioned, in that cool little flow book, there was all kinds of cool things. And one of the things that it came with was a reading my year in books.
Cool.
Sort of, what is that called? Calendar? Not calendar. I don't know. Thing to write down to record what you've been reading. So,
I'd say a diary.
A diary?
A journal.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. But I stuck it into my journal, and it's great because now I can keep track of what I've been reading.
Cool.
So, in January, I finished an audiobook of A Discovery of Witches, which I'd seen the TV series and loved it and decided to listen to that, so that's great. You may remember from last year, I've been going through the Seven Sisters series, and I finished the last book, the Atlas, the Story of Past Salt book by Lucinda Riley. So all 8 books now listened to and loved, absolutely loved. Oh my gosh, I cried so much in that last book. So I would really recommend. They're a great series. And then because I really enjoyed her writing, I then listened to The Girl on the Cliff, which is also written by Lucinda Riley, and it was really great. Recommend. Then I read an actual book, The House in the Cerulean Sea. I don't know how to...
I would say Carillion.
Carillion, yeah.
But that doesn't necessarily mean
I really don't. I don't know exactly, but oh gosh, I've forgotten who it's from. But we'll put it in the description box. That was a fabulous book, and I really recommend for anyone. It was just perfect amounts of like lightness, funniness, but also there was a point to it, and like it was quite poignant in some moments, and very, all about inclusivity and just loving everyone, man. Like, yeah. So yeah, really fully recommend that book.
No.
And then found this book, which is the second book in the Discovery of Witches trilogy. And so yeah, managed to pick that up at a secondhand shop. So I am just partway through that now.
Cool.
Oh, and can I just talk about?
You may talk.
Yeah, cool. So you mentioned maybe last episode or maybe a couple ago about a podcast called Witches.
Yes.
By Andrea. And I listened to that and loved it. And then through that, she talks about another podcast that she's made called 28-ish Days Later, or 28-ish Days, something like that. And that's all about periods. And so I've been listening to that one. And anyone who has a period or who's had a period or is around people who have periods. I recommend fully listening to that series because it's just really interesting. It goes through all the different hormonal changes that happen throughout the cycle. It's not just about periods, it's about an entire menstrual cycle, so there's a lot that goes on there. It talks about the like exercise and your cycle and how best to feed and work around and work with your cycle. It talks about people who have periods that don't necessarily identify as female. Just like such a big broad spectrum of stuff that she talks about and interviews people with, and really interesting about period products and about women's health in general and how the patriarchy and so it was great and really worth listening to.
I've been podcasting quite a lot, not particularly cheerful topics. I will warn you, I won't go into great details, but I came across a podcast that is BBC Irish, and the series 1 and 2, I actually went straight into series 2, which is still going on. I may have just finished it and I'm just on episode 9, and then I've started on series 1. So series 2, so it's called Cover, but it's called Steak Knife. So it's about it's about the IRA, so it's not even so, and about an undercover agent in the IRA called Steak Knife. Really good, really kind of really interesting, interviewing lots of different people, and trying to find out about this this agent. I won't go into it, but there's so I really enjoyed it. Quite gritty and not and then the prequel to that's also quite gritty. I won't go into it, but it does talk about quite sensitive topics, and about a swimming coach in Ireland. So I won't go into that. You could probably read between the lines what I'm talking about. And I listened to it a lot at the weekend and had to just pull back a little bit. So I just kind of and then I realised yesterday that a lot of what I'm listening to and watching at the moment is quite dark. So I was desperately trying to find something a bit cheerful. So, and I'm quite happy with dark stuff, but when you start noticing it's affecting your mood, going, I think I've gone a little bit down. So I started when I was on the plane. I think it was John and Lydia, my cousins, had mentioned Parks and Recreation.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So I watched the first series of that on the plane, and then I started watching the second series yesterday, and so. Completely opposite to what I've been listening to.
That's good. That's something to
totally. Yeah. And then I also started. Sorry, I keep touching your foot.
Ew.
Sorry. I started listening to. I love a podcast like anything that's got lots of series. So I kind of came across World of Secrets, and now there's 6 series of this, but I'm currently on season 6. I haven't gone back to the other ones, but this is called The Bad Guru.
That's the one that keeps getting advertised on the other podcast I listen to. Is it good?
It's good, but also I had to pull back from that yesterday. So that's talking about kind of the well-being industry and how there can be, or there has been, and this is particularly about a particular undercurrent that's.
Is it a yoga studio?
Yeah, yoga studio. It's worth a listen. But I also had to put that also covers quite sensitive topics. Yeah. So I also was like, I think I need something happier. Yes. And then I've come across, I'm going to start listening to the History podcast, BBC, and that's got lots of different ones on there. But the one I was particularly interested in was about the Brighton bombing, and that's IRA. Also not very cheerful, but quite interested in that.
I love a good podcast.
Oh, I love podcasts so much. And I also, a little bit light relief, I listen to Evil Genius a bit. So with Russell Kane, he does do my head in. However, he is amazing. And where they will bring up a celebrity from the past. They've done fictional as well. And basically they have 3 comedians and they kind of talk about them and have different facts and decide at the end if they're evil or genius, but you can't be on the fence because everyone but lots of different people, like from Enid Blyton through to I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I think the current one is Lawrence of Arabia. They're just random, so and that's often a bit of lighter listening. So yeah, and I've just been book-wise, I've just actually dived into Harry Potter.
Nice.
On the Goblet of Fire, and really enjoying it. I've listened to Harry Potter. This is probably my 5th time. I think as a comfort, I think everyone does that, don't they? Or
yes.
So it's a big comforty blanket at the moment, just kind of settling back into home life and just need something familiar and nice. So I'm big on the HP at the moment. Yeah.
All right. I think that's it. I don't see anything else to talk about.
No.
Cool.
Okay.
Well,
did we get a reply from our giveaway?
No. Not that I'm aware of. Were we supposed to get somebody?
Yeah, someone's supposed to email us. Yeah.
Right. You can.
We'll put your name up if we haven't heard back from you, because there is.
I might even voice it over now, like.
Yes. Voice it over.
Sorry, I'm distracted because one of my kids is mouthing things to me in the window, and he may come round to the other window and start. Hopefully he won't do anything rude. So we better go now.
Yeah.
Yes, but whoever you are, you better get in touch with us so we can give you your prizes. I can't remember. Anyway, thanks for watching.
Yes,
if you made it all the way through, you're amazing. And
we should do a thumbnail.
Oh, okay. We could do that after.
Okay.
Sorry, because I'm really worried that Jack's going to come around and moon us or something. Who knows? Take care. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Ka kite.